Hello Floss Tube, this is Tiffers of Tiffers World, and today is Saturday, January 1st, 2022. Hard to believe we made it through another year, and this is my second episode of Tiffers World. Today we're going to talk about what I'm working on currently with my WIP Parade and what I'm planning on doing. So I hope everyone had a great holiday. I know I did. Got to spend a lot of time with my family and my family of choice, also known as my friends. I did some virtual stitching, worked a lot, had fun, and well, let's get right to my lovely WIP Parade. I don't have as many as some people, but we'll start with the first one that I grabbed here. This is from Long Dog Samplers. It's Kinto Akuto, which is known as the Pointed Fifth. I started this in October of 2021 in honor of my friend Beth Ann's birthday. And I am doing it on 32 count fabric from Under the Sea Fabrics called Melissinus. And here is where we are. I just started on page 4 yesterday. And I am loving the red silk, which I got from Mo's Silk. I highly recommend her as a wonderful dyer. She's got great customer service. And I would go back to her again and again and again. I hope to get several more pages done because this is a piece that I fly very quickly through and really enjoy working on all together. Project 2. This is a piece, it's called Soda Light. It's by Carolyn Manning Designs. It is full coverage and it's one of my first forays into the world of full coverage. And I don't have much done on it. It is on a piece of 32 count wet sand from Be Stitch Me, and I'm loving how the color palette is coming out. I am doing it on the diagonal method. We like to put things away. I mean, that's something that my mother always said, put your things away, don't delay. Come and wait for another day. I am participating in a sale this year. It's the Tale as Old as Time sale. It's by Story Stitchers. This is the picture of what it looks like as of December. I have not downloaded yet the January piece, which I will do later today. And this is on a piece of fabric that was in my stash. I'm way behind. I will admit I'm way behind on this, but it is becoming a fun stitch. I have gotten page 1 of the first part done, and I hope to get more done eventually. Go ahead and get this put back away so we don't lose things. I hope you all are going to have some fun stitching today like I am and watching football. Yes, I live in Ohio, and well, last night my team did not do so well, but oh well, it happens. My next item is the 25th anniversary sampler for the Queen City Sampler Guild. This was put together by Needlework Press. And I am doing it with the classic colorwork conversion. And I'm about halfway through the piece. And here's where we are with it. I just took everything off the Q-snap, so things are not exactly just so. So I'm almost at the halfway point, which has got all the letters at the top. I'm doing this on a piece of 32 count linen from Under the Sea Fabrics in the color of Autumn. And it's been a very fun stitch. I'm working on it with my friend Sue and a few other people from our Sampler Guild, and really have had fun working on this piece. Get it put away properly. The next bag I grabbed, which is a bag that I just got recently. This is my New Year's Eve start. It's a piece called Glad Tidings, and it's by Lindy Stitchers. And I love Stephanie's work. It's very colorful. It's very happy. It makes me feel very happy. And I haven't got much done. I put 200 stitches in it. And I got the clouds done at the top. I'm using a Never Ending Story needle minder. And this fabric is a 32 count acid wash from Coloring Cotton Fabrics. I am one who does work my whips, and sometimes whips get done quickly and other times whips don't, and you know, it just happens. This piece is in honor of my friend Annie, who lives on a farm, and it's called Cow Pig Chicken. And it's something that I purchased on Etsy because I had to laugh about the various different, we had a discussion about turducken, and I said, well, why don't we try something with the farm animals? And we decided to do a cow, pig, and chicken together. I've got not much done on it, about a quarter of the way through. I have half the cow and a little bit of the pig's feet. It's fun stitch. It's something if you need to put stitches in on a challenge prompt that I could do quickly because it's a solid stitch. Yes, challenges. I love to work on challenge groups. My favorite right now is Daily 30. I love that group very much. And I also am a member of a couple other challenges like Enchanted Stitching challenges. I like Semi-Sane as well. And we'll go with that. The next piece is also Beth Ann's fault because I like telling Beth Ann it's all her fault. If you want to see her, go to Stitching by Twilight. She's a great, fun person. And this is The Year of Silhouettes by Joan Elliott. We decided to start this last year on July 4th, and I will admit I've had a very difficult time putting this piece down. So I'm going to unfold, and I'm about 3/4 of the way done with this piece. And I'm going to go up and down so you can see. So the detail is exquisite. The fabric that I purchased for this is from Steel City Stitchers. I got this last year at StitchCon 2021, which I'm looking forward to seeing my friends that I made last year, making new friends at StitchCon 2022, which I'll be there during weekend B as in boy. Now everybody has to have a little fun with something on the geometric side, and I'm no exception. This is Namaste by Ink Circles. It's got your various different shaka signs from your Indian group, and I haven't got much done on it. So I started at the top, and this is a piece, the purple, and I'm doing this on a piece of 32 count linen from Oksana, and I love her fabric colors. I love how she dyes. I love everything about it, and this will be something fun to do later on this year. Yes, I may not get everything done this year, but you know what? I'm having fun stitching, and that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if you have no new starts, new starts, everything else. It's just a lot of fun. This next piece, if I can grab everything out, I got it at Stitchaway a couple years ago. And Stitchaway is a local retreat that's put on by Barbara at Keepsakes. And this was a release that was given to us at the retreat called Keepsakes Friends. It was designed by Heart and Hand, and everything that was with it was in the bag. So I don't have much done on it, but it's something I can pick up and probably get done really quickly this year. In fact, I'm looking forward to seeing my friends at Stitchaway again here in about 11 days. Hard to believe that we are 11 days away from Stitchaway. I know. The next piece, I always like to have something patriotic going. And this is a piece called Liberty Sampler by the City Stitcher. It's an oldie but a goodie. It came out in 1996. So over 25 years ago. And all I have done on it so far is the upper border. This is a piece of fabric from Be Stitch Me. I love their fabrics. Brandy does a wonderful job on dyeing fabrics and having fun with everything. I've got 3 more WIPs to share. This next one is my second oldest WIP, and unfortunately I don't have a cover picture nearby that I can find. But this piece is called Villa Mirabilia. It's by Mirabilia. And I have to say that I love Nora's designs. And it's upside down. That's okay. None of us are perfect. This is the bottom of the skirt that I've started in the shield. And yes, it's on 32 count Ice Princess from Under the Sea Fabrics. Leslie does a fabulous job with her fabric color and choice. And she helped me pick out this fabric, which was awesome. I'm finally to my oldest WIP, and it's going to be my first finish this year. It's a piece called The Map of Hawkran Hollow. It's by Carriage House Samplings. I started this WIP in World Cross Stitch Day in 2020, and it's been a fun joy to stitch on this. I just love the color palette. This is a piece of fabric that was in my stash that I just picked. And all I have left is the lower right-hand corner, which has a lighthouse, a house. I still have another seagull to put in, and just filling in the land. I'm hoping at Stitchaway that I will get this finished. And there will be lots of celebrating that day when I do finish. And now we are to my final WIP. I started this at 12:01 this morning because, hey, new year, new start. And it is A Year of Hawkran Hollow, also by Carriage House Samplings. I wanted to do a calendar piece and try and do a calendar piece within a year. I thought it would be great. And since I do have it on the Q-Snap, this is the start in the January block. I'm doing this just on a piece of 32 count Lugana, just plain Lugana. Nothing exciting about it, since there is a lot of full coverage on it, especially in the block of December. Put it back on my Q-Snap. So what are my plans this year? I plan on starting as much stuff as I want, and I plan on finishing what I want. If you are looking for a good challenge group to replace Stitch Mania, I highly recommend March Mayhem. It's a fun little group that just anything goes with it. They like to laugh, they like to have fun, and I love the people who are admins. In fact, we're going to be doing a start every month. So I'm planning on starting anywhere between 12 and 20 projects. In fact, at one point I even said I was going to do 50. And I may end up doing 50 new starts this year. After all, I am turning 50 here in a couple months. And it's going to be a great 50. In fact, I booked my vacation for my big 50th later on this year. And I'm looking forward to having a wonderful time on my vacation. So, at the end of the day, keep stitching, laugh. If you want to stitch online, I highly recommend a couple of the stitching groups that you might be able to find that do Zoom, such as Virtual Stitchers and Stitching 911. They're great little groups. Gary and Ronnie have a Zoom stitch on Sunday with Garan, with the Garan bags, and Grace Note Fabrics also has a Zoom stitch on Saturday evenings. Corinne has a wonderful stitch night, and I enjoy going to that as well. So, until my next video, happy stitching.